Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are going to be showing you how to solo in Gilded Skies. I'm not the best dodger, but hopefully I should be able to show you guys how to solo, because I can do that. Here's my current set. What I do recommend is the ability to 3-shot, or 3-tick, 3-cycle, whatever you want to call it. The reason being, because 4, it requires, obviously you have to dodge more, and for dodging it gets you after a while. Like it catches up to you and you'll eventually die. So my current set is a blue Gilded Scale Warrior helmet, green Gilded Scale Warrior chest piece, and then a purple Oathsworn halberd, and then obviously the 2 spells. What I usually do for Nightmare is I do Glass Cannon 900 million health, and then I put the rest into physical power right here. But that's able to increase the maximum amount of damage that I can generally do. So let's see, it's not gonna show up, but if I go to the cell stand, then you'll be able to see. But I do around 7 to 8 quadrillion. Just on average. Yeah, 7.43 right now. Some high takes 8. Also, I do 2 runs in this video, and please do watch both runs, as they cover some parts that I miss in either runs. So let's say if I miss a part in run 1, then I'll cover that in run 2. If I miss a part in run 2, I covered that in run 1 already. So please do watch both runs. Obviously it's your choice, but I do recommend it. Okay, back onto the video. But yeah, so we can just go ahead and jump straight into the dungeon, and I can show you guys exactly how I do solo. So let's just go into the dungeon. Okay, so we are now in the dungeon, and actually this is take 2, because I did realize that halfway through, not even halfway through, like on the first 2 groups of my original run, that I could 2-cycle some of the mobs on good ticks, so I had to drop points a little bit to be able to just fully 3-cycle and not be able to 2-cycle. This is actually my second attempt, so I'm not sure if I'll still be able to only 3-cycle, so we'll find out right now. But I did want to say that if I do find a 4-cycle guide, like if I do find a way to do 4 cycles and still be able to run correctly, then I will definitely do a guide on that. But for now, you will have to stick with the 3-cycle guide on soloing. So yeah, here's my set. Here's everything's normal. Just drop points a little bit, and you might as well just go ahead and get started. So what I like to do is I like to activate my spell right around the circle right here. I spell right here, and then I slide to the right. This first part can be pretty laggy. Make sure these guys don't hit you right here. And then just dodge right back up here, attack. There you go. That's clean. And then you come back around like this, and that's it for them. That's the first group. This second group is also pretty easy. Just be sure not to get caught in it. Well, not like you can. It's okay if you activate the guides this time, just be sure to dodge out the way like that. For here, I like to run away, and then I come back around, and then I attack again, because then I'm closer to here. So here, a tactic that I like to do is, it's really risky and has low reward, but I do it anyways, because I usually can do it. But I activate my spell and just keep looking forward. But what you should do is just look back right away. So you activate and then look away. And that did do some damage right there to kickstart off the, It only saves you about 2 seconds though, so it's high risk, low reward. For this boss, I don't really have much in particular to say other than try and practice as much as you can, because this boss can get difficult, especially if you're unexperienced in this and, stuff like that. But as time goes on, you'll definitely get better at this boss, because he's not too difficult. He's probably the second hardest, second easiest, as there are only 2 bosses. I mean 3. So the same thing. As the first, as the last one, probably the easiest in my opinion. But they could definitely do contradict each other. The second boss obviously being the hardest for, I think, everybody. So what I do here is I run straight through them, attack, and then I slide right. I slide right trying to dodge everything right here, and then I attack that way. Now sometimes this can be inconsistent, so I'll do this and then I attack this way again. And you gotta be sure to dodge all of those the freeze attacks, because those can really mess you up. And that's it for that group. And straight up here, this can get complicated if you are a warrior, so just make sure you hit all of them the first time, but also don't get caught in the freeze attacks. It can be difficult because it's generally difficult to do that. What I like to do here is I like to come back. Well, it's something I'm still testing around with, so yeah, as you can see, I got attacked there, but as long as you don't die, you know. For this part can be difficult to learn, but once you learn how to do this part, it's really easy to execute. What you should do is stand right here. As soon as you enter here, this corridor, attack, and go to the left, then activate these guys and run straight through here. Go straight through here and attack. Activate them again, and then you should be good for the rest of this little section right here, as they are all distracted on their own things. So yeah, now you're on the second boss. Generally considered the hardest boss in this dungeon. And for this one, same thing. For pretty much all the bosses, it's just practice until you can get better at it, because, I mean, even still, I can't really do this boss 100% of the time. I've only no-hit this boss once, and that was pretty difficult. Yeah, see, I just died there. But in a solo run, I've only no-hit this boss once, and I've done maybe hundreds of solo runs by now. I do have one tip though. For that purple thing that does come by and freeze you, just wait for it to go by until you're confident that you can skip past it. So like, I'll show you what I mean in just a second. But see how it comes after you, right? What you should do is back up and then go forward. Something a little like that. And then, you know, obviously that was a clean maneuver right there. What you should be able to do is, if there's two beams in a row kind of like this, don't try and dodge out of the way or go in the middle of both of them. You should just get hit by one, because going in the middle is more risky, because you risk a chance of you risk more of a chance of actually getting hit by both and then just dying. So yeah, for there, that was a little inconsistent. That's a little different than what I usually do. So I'll just do another run after this and show you guys how you actually do that part. For here, if you're not too low on time, like if you're above 4 minutes, you could probably reset. If you're above 3-4 minutes, you could probably just reset, because it saves more real life time, but it kind of like slows down your in-game time, if you know what I mean. But yeah, it's kind of the same strategy as the first group of mobs, except obviously there's a different type of swordsman. That doesn't matter too much. That's just easier to dodge. But anyways, here you get to the final boss. The final boss, again, it's more practice than anything. Practice makes perfect. And that's just how it is with this boss. So yeah, usually I go for that first hit right there, but you don't have to, as that can be difficult to execute sometimes. Especially depends when you used your spell back there. But definitely do remember these patterns that show up right here. That's very important, as you know, you're practically one shot. And make sure to still get like inside the circles, but also avoid the orbs. And something for a raid that I do recommend, if you're hardcore or non-hardcore, either works. It works in both modes. Oh yeah, see the fireball hitboxes are a little messed up, but for raids, what you should do is, if you get frozen and a nuke is coming straight for your face, just reset. It's better you die than everybody else dies. I've seen that from somewhere, you know. Anyways, yeah, that's the run. That's the run for, you know. That's the run for Gilded Skies, and I will do another one right now. As a secondary guide, just to see, because there's many things that can go wrong in the middle of one run. It's very important to know all of what can happen. So we'll go ahead and go into another dungeon right now. Private lobby and start. Okay, so we're now in the dungeon, and again, I'll do this quick run through of what to do. throughout the entire dungeon. As I said, there's many things that can go wrong inside of one run, so it's good to cover them all. So you activate right there, stay in the middle until you activate your second spell, then slide to the right or left, and then come back around. And obviously, you dodge all that, attack, and then you should be good for the rest of this little section right here. And yep, that's them down. And then it's this group. This group is easy as well. Make sure not to activate your spell too early. Wait until both your spells are ready. For this, again, it doesn't matter too much if one of them tries to attack like that, as you can just do that. What I like to do sometimes, I like to activate him just so he's off my tail for a little bit, and then they're gone, right? So I'll show you what I mean by what I do, how I go get for the extra hit. What I do recommend though is just looking back. If you think you have what it takes to go and get the extra hit in though, then you should definitely try. But that's what you should do if you don't want to play risky like that. It definitely can save time if you're speedrunning or something like that. But it's only 2 seconds, but 2 seconds does make a difference in speedrunning, you know? Anyways, but yeah, definitely do not forget to look away when it says look away, and I'm dead here. Yeah, I'm dead. It was some bad RNG. It was just how I moved was bad overall. But you know, as I said, many different things can happen in one dungeon, so you just gotta be careful and be prepared for everything that can happen. Okay, so that's the boss down. Again, for this group of mobs, you just activate spell, run through them, attack, and keep running. But yeah, then you be careful to run across this line of grass. Do not go on the edge of that plate right there, as that can mess you up and trigger one of the mobs to work too early. And as you can see, I accidentally did not hit that mob right there. So again, that's one of the things that can go wrong while performing this this act right here. There you go, that one's down, and now you have this group of mobs right here. As I said, this group of mobs can go wrong quite easily, as if you accidentally don't hit them, or like the new strategy that I've been trying recently, you know, it like that. You see, it doesn't work all the time. It really depends on your RNG or how you move specifically, because that does play a big part in what actually happens. But you can go ahead and just do that since you have spawn protection. But yeah, so for this group, what you just should do is right at this corridor right here, go ahead and activate your spells, attack right in the middle, slide to the left, and then go ahead and trigger these guys right here so they're out of your way for a little bit. Go ahead and run forward. Oh, I did get hit right there. Dodge everything right here, attack, and then you should trigger these guys again. That way they're out of your way. And then after that, after you've dodged all that, you should be good for this little part. So yeah. So that's that group of mobs done. And now you have, again, the second boss, where it's just generally more practice that'll make you better at this. And after a while, you'll definitely get into being able to do this boss more consistently. For this part, definitely don't get caught up in these red parts right here, because the ring that can spawn does spawn randomly. So you know. See, as you can see, I just tried to go for in the middle of those two, and I should have just gone out and collected the orb after. But as I said, you run more of a risk by getting hit by both, and stuff like that. So I might be dead here. No, I'm not. Okay, it's fine. So I'm not really sure how I survived that, but I did. Oh, come on. Well, he was almost dead. He was almost dead. But it's fine. Okay, so after we go ahead and defeat General Crag, I can go ahead and show you what I wasn't able to show you last time over this group right here. So what you should do is right at this line, go ahead and activate your spell. And like I don't think I've actually said this. I was gonna say like I said, but this will as many times if you play this kind of strategy over and over again, it will eventually become engraved into your muscle memory, and it'll become like more of an automatic thing. It'll become more instinctual. So you activate your speed spell right here, right? I caught up with my words. So you activate your speed spell at this line right here, and then right when you're pretty close to them, go ahead and use your attack. You go to the back, right, and then you speed spell again and go straight forward. See, I don't know. I'm not really sure why I can't do that anymore. I guess too bad runs straight in a row might be lag. I don't know. It's always a different variety of things. But basically, you just run straight forward, then you go all the way back there, and then you come back around with the speed spell and attack. I will cut in a clip of me doing that just to show you guys what to do. But let's say I'm low on time right here. Don't reset. Like, let's say I'm at 2 minutes right now. Don't reset, as when you reset, it takes a toll on this time by about 5 seconds. And you know, when you're that low on time, every second could count. Yeah, be careful. You gotta hit those mobs right there too, as I did not just do that. So you definitely gotta do that. And I didn't hit that mob either. It was a bad one right here. You know what? It's fine. As long as you actually get you get the instincts of how to kill them anyways. So yeah. Same thing for right here. If you just want to save in real life time, just reset and you'll respawn like right up there. You also run less of a risk of getting nuked by an orb before you can actually attack it firsthand. So yeah. Okay, I barely missed that one. Or I barely made that one. But the orb or the circle hitboxes are a little weird. Especially with the firewall. The firewall is too. Undead. Yeah. Sometimes the orbs and the firewalls can actually you know, they can team up and kill you quite easily. Right here, this part can be a little confusing. Just, you know, go ahead and kill it. This is what I mean by go ahead and kill it. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you could definitely find this guide useful. My friend did actually ask for a guide, or I suggested it, and they said they definitely would use it. They gave me the idea though, so thank you. You know who you are, and I hope this can help a lot more people out there as well. But yeah, have a great day, and thank you for watching.